back to the YouTube. Today we are at, once again, FLF, Frontline Fit Manchester, and we are doing full upper body day. So my current split is push, pull, rest, legs, and that legs is quad focused, rest, upper, full upper body, finishing with arms, and then lower, which is hamstring dominant, rest. So today we're on upper. It's going to be a full workout of chest, some delts. Right now for me, I don't actually need too much delt development. I don't actually do any direct overhead pressing. I'm trying to really bring up my chest and also my arms for classic, where I was doing men's physique last year. You know, heavy focus on big, juicy delts, and I managed to achieve that, and that was a massive strong point of mine, whereas now it kind of overshadows the chest and the arms. So this year, this past off season, I've been really focusing on lots of chest work, and also some tips today that I'm going to give you on how I've brought my chest up. I was always a strong presser, but my chest was lacking, which tells me one thing: my execution was off. So I'm going to run through a few things today. Now, it's not a full push session, but let me run through the exercise selection. So it's the prime machine fly, lying lateral raises, lying cuffed cable lateral raises, prime incline press, then moving on to, as you've seen on the YouTube last time, the prime single arm lat pull down, then onto a low machine row, also prime, and then we'll just be doing arms, tricep, bicep, tricep, bicep, and that's it. So yeah, on the chest movements, I will be running through how I've brought up my chest with some cues and execution tips. Let's get it. So here we have calves, starting off with the upper session with calves. We start with the push session with calves and then do them on leg day, and then also on the upper session to grow them. You know, if you're suffering with the affliction of small calves, train them more and train them hard. At the end of the day, it's a muscle just like any other. Using the excuse of, oh, genetics, they're never gonna grow, is a piss poor excuse. Sure, you might have high insertions, but you can still grow your calves since training them properly, rather than just tagging them on the end of a leg day like I used to. They have come up a lot. I've gone from having pretty fucking horrendous calves last year to the point they were quite embarrassing to fairly decent calves. So train your calves, yeah, don't show them. So machine fly now, first exercise, proper exercise, I don't count calves. So machine fly, something that I really have improved this year on learning how to fly properly. Most people are so focused on getting it in the center here that they end up in this position, hands together and the chest is soft. Elbows apart like that, okay? Just trying to get it in the middle by any means. What you want to be doing is driving your bicep here into your chest, and imagine squeezing your elbows together here. Now, obviously, you're not going to be able to get your elbows to touch, but that is the goal here. Finishing here, chest nice and high and proud, okay? And finishing the exercise here. Your hands don't even need to touch. The main function of the pec is to be driving across like this. A lot of people think the main function of the pec is to be out here. It's across, out and across, okay? So as you're finishing the machine fly, you want to be finishing in this position, not like this.
broke me down, I kept on cutting, I paid for you, and now I'm gushing, I paid for you, but you never changed. Spinning my face, my love, it won't face me. Spinning my face, my love, it won't change me. Spinning my face, my love, I feel place. Spinning my face, my love, I feel shame. Spinning my face.
Here we got the lying cuffed lateral raise. I opt for a lying cuffed lateral raise rather than any standing lateral raise because less momentum. If you have the option to sit on any lateral raise movement, take it. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like it as much because I can't lift as much. This is a good thing. You're putting your muscles under more tension, which makes it harder, which will build more muscle. So, lying, completely fucking stable all the way through the back. You're seated. The only thing moving is this, rather than jumping it up. Less momentum, more muscle. Okay, another thing that has helped bring my chest up, where I was pressing before, which meant my delts were coming up a lot, but not my chest was, as it was getting hard, the elbows would be flaring. Okay, what you want to be doing is keeping your elbows slightly tucked, not completely tucked where it's going to be a lot of tricep. You want it to be aligning with the chest fibers. So here, slightly tucked, coming down here like this, okay? And as you're pressing up, keeping your chest up here and stuffing, imagine stuffing these elbows together here like that, and a big contraction. Full range of motion, squeeze at the top, okay? Don't just loosely go like this, okay? You're not gonna get that full contraction there. With this type of pressing, you might have to drop some weight, drop the ego, but since doing this type of pressing, keeping my elbows tucked, chest up, nice full range of motion, control on the way down, fully extend, contract at the top, my chest has greatly improved.
Right, so not everyone has machines like this in their gym, but I do feel like prime machines are becoming a little bit more popular. So you'll see here how we have it loaded. It's to drop off a little bit at the top, be heavy in the stretch. Now, when you load it this way, it doesn't just automatically have that resistance profile. You also have to go through a full range of motion. Some people load it like this, put heaps of weight on it, and don't go to the part where it actually gets heavy and it feeds their ego. You need to go through a full range. When this arm is pointing upright, that's when you've gotten to the bottom, okay? And then you do that every single rep. Own the part that's heavy and then drive through the part where it gets lighter. Then you're actually using the machine to the full advantage rather than feeding your ego. So that's that. Right, so on to the back portion of this workout. We have low row programmed before our single arm lat pull down. So this is going to be upper back buys for us. We want to take our upper back and arms through as much range of motion as possible. So you want to think about getting as much protraction as you possibly can, and then as much travel of the arm out and back, along with getting your shoulders retracted and then slight bit of spinal extension, which is just when your back slightly does that, okay? And that, you want that to be in one fluid motion, right? People make this mistake of thinking that you protract, retract, and then move, okay? Once you retract, that upper back musculature is contracted, okay? You can't contract something that's already contracted, so you're not getting out the movement what you want to. So you want to be going through one fluid motion, protraction, retraction, arms out and back, spinal extension. That is the full range, not this, okay? Stop doing that and you might grow back. I'm still trying to find out. So Joe was just asking there, like where his hips should be on the seat. So for all the parts of the movement that you want to happen, you want to be able to, as I said, get out and back and a slight bit of chest up, okay? So put your hips back on the seat, Joe, and your chest on the pad, right? Now try and do what I just said. You can't, okay? For upper back, hips right into the machine. See, already he's almost in that position we want him to be in finishing up. Now do a rep with the hips in. He can get back where he needs to, okay? Next thing, some of you might wonder, okay, is the seat high enough? Is it low enough? Where am I holding the handles right? So I'm not going to be there to help people like change all this, okay? But rule of thumb, right? The seat and your hand position should be in such a way that when you get fully back on a rep, the line you're pulling at should be in line with your forearm, okay? If this, you'll see here, it's perfect for Joe, right? If your fist is inside your elbow, you're using too much bicep. You're not going to get out of it what you want for your back. If it's too far down, you're going to be not even able to pull it back because it's just not good for actually being strong, okay? So if you take all this into account, your low row, upper back row, seated row, chest supported row, anything is going to improve massively. So just bear that in mind.
So back off set, same exercise, and then we're going to superset, change the setup slightly and go into retractions for the traps. single arm lat pull down here. If you want to know some tips on how to do this, watch our previous video on pull day where we run through it. Probably easier that way. This, and then we'll be moving on to arms, the fun bit.
Okay.